we're back. Thank you for standing by, my friend. Thank you for letting me have a little break there. I had some cashews during my break. They are wonderfully delicious. Roasted cashews with a little bit of sea salt. I've refilled my coffee, though it is stone cold by now. And here we go. Sir Rackablam says, headed to bed, everyone. Have a great night. Thank you for being here, Sir Rackablam. I look forward to checking out your new collection additions when I get a moment to pull up the Discord later. Have a great night, and we'll see you again, my friend. And incoming raid, Angelus. Welcome in. Thank you for being here, Angelus. I hope you're doing well. You know the drill. What were you playing? How did your stream go? I beat the Klingerwinger for the first time. We saw stage 12. I actually made it to stage 12. We're going to do one more run of Battletoads. I am not at all confident that I will be able to get back to stage 12, but I'm going to give it one more try. And then we're going to play the Lost levels for the rest of the night after that. Hey, Long, welcome in. Yeah, I just beat the Klingerwinger. I cleared it. I beat it. Then I had to fight the orb. And it took almost all my lives. I thought I was gonna game over to the orb, but I passed it, and then I tried a little bit of stage 12. But I always run out of lives in the end. I have to watch it back. I hope you do. I hope you do. Awesome. Thank you, Angelus. We're about to get started with our last run. I'm going to change hats for a while. I like that Kirby hat, but this one has been sitting in the basement for a while, so now it's cool and soothing on my head. Angela says I was playing Depth Dwellers, another 90s first-person shooter for MS-DOS, a really bad one. I almost beat episode 1, but the game didn't have an auto map, and after finding a key and wandering around an empty level for a long time, I was like, no thanks, I'm done. Pretty frustrating, right? To be out of to have a key and have no idea where to use it. I think that's sometimes worse than having a locked door and not knowing where the key is. It didn't help that every level had the same awful music. I imagine not. I think the game with the worst music that I've done on stream might be Barbie's Horse Adventure. I think that might be the worst. The music in that game sounds like someone threw a wind chime down the stairs. Maps can be really helpful, but at the same time, they make the game much smaller, much less mysterious, Zergling says. I kind of like being forced to draw my own maps. I think Dr. Franken on the Game Boy really made me appreciate drawing out a map for a game. It does make for an arguably, like, much slower and more tedious process, but I feel very accomplished at the end of it. It's nice to be able to look back at the pages and pages of map I've drawn and, like, feel a sense of pride. I don't do it often enough. No! I could have gotten that one. The sound of the door opening sounded like a loud snoring, and I was like, yeah, I felt like taking a nap. I almost felt like the game was self-aware. Let's go. Wish I wasn't so broke, or I'd throw you some subs for your progress, Frownie. Cheers, dude. Thank you, Loyal. I appreciate the thought. Honestly, I think you'd like Phantasy Star if you like to draw your own maps, Jay says. On the, that's on the Genesis, right? Haven't tried that. One of my friends had Phantasy Star online on the GameCube. Yeah, I do like to draw maps. I really want to set up a camera, like a hand camera, so that I can put the maps I draw on the screen as I'm drawing them for people to follow along. That's like my #1 wish of things to add to the stream is a map cam. But my laptop is just so not good, it can't handle that many cameras. I have one idea for maybe a solution to connect my phone to the Wi-Fi and use an app that makes it a camera. But I doubt it's gonna work. The other thing about that, though, is even if I set up a camera, being laid back on the couch like I am now, there's really nowhere for me to, like, put it where I could actually draw the map. So even if I did figure out how to get it to work, it doesn't really work with my setup. I'm too relaxed. I mean, I can, you know, I could open up a notepad on my lap, but and draw for myself just fine, but speaking of Wi-Fi, mine just cut out for a moment. Are we talking about map cam? Yeah, the dream that's never gonna happen, cows. I was just saying, like, I have one more idea for how I could maybe get my laptop to read another camera, by broadcasting from my phone over the Wi-Fi. But the problem with it is sitting back on the couch like I do now. There's nowhere for me to set it up that I could draw from my current position where I could have a camera showing it off. Because, like, really, if I want to draw a map now, I just have to open a notebook on my lap and draw. And I'm not going to have a camera set up pointing down at my lap the entire stream. Yeah, so I think the map cam is a I think the map cam is a dream that will never happen. Oh, but see, I don't mean for it to be on the screen the whole time. I just mean to be able to switch to it. There's not really space to have it up there the full time. I may have described it poorly. No, I like the visual simplicity of my stream setup. No, I'm not interested in a lot of the, like, fancy things that people use. No, no overlays, no thermometer bars, no sound effects. You know, some people may see it as a more boring stream because of the lack of those things, but I like the stripped down basic approach. Also, it gives me a reason to just be lazy. It gives me an excuse to just be lazy. The only reason we have even this piece of art up there, the only reason that's even up there is just because retro games don't take up a 16:9 frame, and I thought the idea of, like, a really tall, narrow webcam was odd. So it just kind of naturally leaves an empty square that I have to put something there. I like it. More space for the cute jelly art, Cal says. Sometimes the gimmicks get in the way. I appreciate the pared down stream style. Thank you, Cows. I mean, I definitely watch other streamers that have a lot more going on. And there are definitely people who seem to really prefer, that kind of stuff, but I'm okay without it. Not every stream has to be done in the same style. It's good to have variety. I like how simple it is. Thank you, Long. Had an image editing program open, threw a map together on a huge image file. Had a source on what I was drawing there. Yeah, I could do it digitally. You're not wrong about that, Zergling. Worked pretty well for some basic Zelda hack cartography. But I'm just so much of a Luddite. I gotta have the pen and paper to be fully satisfied. It would certainly work. If it were just about drawing the map, but having the tangible end product is a big part of what it's all about for me. You have to remember, I'm the guy who's like, I want a wheel on the stream. Do I download a digital wheel app? No, I go to the hobby store and buy a physical party wheel to put on a table next to me. Because I'm such a Luddite. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You're not wrong. It would certainly work. We'll just, for now, for the foreseeable future, we'll just do maps like we've been doing them. I'll just, when there's map drawing time on the stream, I'll just have to work it out on paper and then hold it up every now and then for the camera. For if people wanna see how it's going. If I had what I should do, though, one thing I should do is to get a scanner, and then I could scan the maps. We could have a map channel in the Discord. That might be kind of fun. Hopefully you could get some other people, drawing their own retro maps and sharing them there every now and then. Might be fun. I don't draw maps because I'm terrible at drawing, Angela says. I have to find them online. I mean, I'm pretty terrible at drawing too. I just look at it as I'm using the map on hard mode. Uh-oh. It's okay. It's okay. I could have found one for Depth Dwellers, but I didn't care enough. You know. Sometimes... not every game is worth finishing. I print the maps out still, Long says. I mean, we really haven't done that many, like, big map projects on the stream. So far, it's only been Kirby's Dream Land 2 and 3, and Dr. Franken 1 and 2, I think, are the only, like, sizable maps that we've done. I want to do the original Metroid, though. I know that that's gonna be. I know that that's gonna be an out of control map project. And I may play. And I may do Metroid when we do the original Metroid. I may do it with permadeath. That's how I was, because I've tried to play through it before, and that's how I was playing through it before. Because I thought it was more fun to repeat the game from the beginning than to spend all the time grinding to fill up my health every time I died. But we'll see about that. That might not be something I can reasonably expect everyone else to tolerate. Oh my goodness. It really... but why? It's really frustrating to be hurt and killed by such a cheesable enemy. I think you should do Metroid by memory. Yeah, I don't know that I could do that one. After playing it for a while, it's not as bad as it seems to do by memory, Jay says. Seems tough. It seems tough. The thing about Metroid, the thing about the original Metroid is so many of the rooms look so similar to each other. But yeah, I mean, if you play it a lot, then like you can start to pick up on like you can remember, you know, like specific like item and tile placements that give you your bearings on where you are, but until you develop it like some familiarity, it's rough because everything just looks the same. I got to where on basically every attempt I made, I was finding, you know, the ice beam, the Varia suit, the high jump boots, a couple extra life tanks. I could find Kraid and defeat him pretty much every time, but I've never found Ridley. Now, Ridley is just, he's way down there in that game. I felt like I climbed down forever and I never found him. Thing about going through a Wikipedia article and going down the list of games in chronological order, I didn't know that's how your project worked. Sometimes you find hidden gems, and sometimes you find stuff that should have been buried. And sadly, this was the second one. I don't have any real mechanism for deciding when I play what I play. I just kind of pick things like as a spot on the schedule opens, I tend to just fill it with whatever I'm in the mood for in the moment. So like I always have like this cloud of things I feel like I want to play hovering around inside my mind. But when I'm gonna have an opening and what I'm gonna pluck out of that cloud in the moment, I never have any idea. Generally, I like the idea of having 3 games ongoing at a time. But it's really hard for me to stick to that. Especially when I put a game, especially when we start up a game on the stream that I expect to be a 1 or 2 night adventure. And then I'm still struggling with it months later. That makes things really difficult. No. I one up. When I draw maps for games, I should get one of those, like, I should get one of those giant old-timey feather pens and a well of ink, and I should draw my video game maps on a scroll. I'd love to see you reading from a scroll on the stream. Why get that fancy and elaborate for something you'd probably just throw away once you completed the game? I don't throw my maps away, Greg. And the point wasn't to be fancy, the point was to be outdated. My point was that it was old-timey technology, like a pen is too advanced. A regular, like, ballpoint pen. I guess I could have said I could get a stone and chisel, right? Hammer out the map on a tablet. I love the way you've mastered some of these levels. It's really, I feel, I don't know how I feel, because like, it's very weird how I can be so good at some parts of the game, and so trash at others. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't lose a life. No. This is a bad way to do this. Yeah, didn't lose a life, splat. I think that fighting that guy like that, though, with more headbutts and running and less jumping, I think that that has potential to pay off. I just need to practice that style of fighting him a lot more. Ah! What I meant was you're amazing. Okay, thank you, Dynamite. I was having trouble piecing that together. I thought that you meant I've been saying that. So what I meant is you're amazing at some levels and not at others. I have really, like, yeah. I could definitely feel that. It's so weird. Some of the levels play to my skills, and some of them don't. The things Frownie will do to avoid playing the lost levels. If you're indicating that you're really looking forward to that one, Conga, my apologies. You know, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to have you with us, but I really am playing it after this run. It's not getting bumped from the schedule. I'm here for anything, right on. I certainly appreciate that, thank you. Oh, the one caveat to I said something about how I never really have any idea what I'm gonna play next. There one exception to that is I do sometimes, especially with trash games, think ahead for like the best time of year to play a game. Like I do sometimes try to have plans for seasonally appropriate type games. Like when we played, like last August, when we played those educational games around back to school time. Like I do think about theming like that every now and then. Those are on my mind for months before we got around to them. So there is that exception. Bleeding lives all over stage 9 here too. Hey, welcome in, Minin. Good to have you here. Ooh. The fish are not friendly. The fish are biting. If I were playing Bass Hunter Pro, that would be a great thing, but in Battletoads, not so good. I do admire, one thing I really do admire about people who want to do a whole library project is that I really like when the commitment to that project gets people to saddle themselves with a terrible game, and then they power all the way through it. I love seeing that. I'll watch Frownie play Lost Levels because he's cool, yo. Even though the Lost Levels is so 3 weeks ago. Well, that's why. Well, see, that's why I have to play them. Is because I started that game on Mario Day, but it was bigger than I could finish in one night. These rubber ducks don't make bath time lots of fun. I had an official Sesame Street rubber ducky when I was little, and it floated on its side. That really bummed me out, Kaga says. Oh no. That's terribly disappointing. It had one job. Hey, Sarcodius, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Very much appreciated. Welcome to your friends. Welcome to Battletoads. We'll just hang out here a moment and have a sip of coffee while everyone's coming in. What were you up to, Sark? What were you playing tonight? Sarcodius, my friends, does a lot of retro games. Does retro achievements, and he's a master at them. He plays through some brutal stuff that it strikes fear into my heart. I've enjoyed in particular being able to watch him conquer Castlevania Chronicles and Jackal. I know he's been working on Super Monkey Ball. He did Lord of the Rings recently. He's still working on Diablo right now. He's been working on Diablo. I think he said you have to clear it 5 times. Just 2 more playthroughs to go. Hats off to you. Hats off. You scrapped Super Monkey Ball? Oh no. Rip Monkey Ball. I feel like I would get really frustrated with that game. I know people really love it, but the not really having direct control over your character's movement, I think that would get to me pretty badly. You know, like a casual playthrough, I might have a lot of fun with it, but going for really specific challenges, I think that So brutal it gets Frownie fearing, then you know it's tough. I'm a man of much fear, Greg. There are a lot of games that strike fear into my heart. I deny that I'm cowardly, though. All right, you have to look at it this way: if real courage is the mastery of fear, not the absence of it, as they say, then you have to look at it in the same way. Like the greatest shepherd is the one that can tend to the most sheep. So the man who has the most fear is actually the most courageous. I do have a victory to celebrate tonight, though. I have cleared the Klinger Winger one time. After weeks. If you haven't been here, my friends, Battletoads, this is technically my first playthrough. It has been my first playthrough for almost 3 months now. But I've never made it to the credits yet. I was slowly getting better and better and getting further along through each level. And then I made it to the Klinger Winger, stage 11. We're 2 stages out from that right now. I've got stage 10, and then we'll be there. When I hit stage 11, though, I hit a wall, and I beat it for the first time tonight, but don't hold your breath that I'm going to be able to replicate it. Because I really think it was mostly luck that got me through. But I have seen stage 12. I know what the first part of stage 12 looks like. It looks not terribly difficult. I mean, I didn't clear it on my first try, but how could I really expect to, right? I did, I got through it, Sark. If you've never come to the stream before, my friends, if it's your first time with us, I'll say one more time, thank you very much for checking out what we do here, and I really hope you enjoy your stay with us. I'm Frownie, of course. I stream several nights a week. 11 p.m. Central Time is the general startup. We tend to go until question marks, about 5 to 7 hours, generally speaking, depending on how much time and stamina I have for the night. I'm overwhelmingly a retro guy. Anything from the Commodore 64 to the PlayStation 2 is, possible to appear. Even newer stuff on the Switch. With NES to N64 being my real sweet spot. I play games, I like to play games in a very sort of old-fashioned style of way. I'm usually on original hardware, and I tend to want to power through them completely blind, and without the use of cheats and glitches and tricks and stuff like that. So a lot of my first playthroughs are ugly, confusing messes. But the victories, the victories that we eventually achieve are super satisfying. I like brutally difficult arcade-style platformers like Contra and Castlevania and Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I do challenge runs through those kind of games sometimes. We've done each of those deathless along with others. There's a list of the challenges on the About page if you want to look through it. And I like broken trash games. You'll frequently find me going through plug-and-play games or licensed trash, and tried my best to work my way all the way through it, at least to credits, as often as I can, sometimes even to 100%. It's a laid-back style stream. I try to keep the content you're going to see in here out of me to be pretty family-friendly. We do play M-rated games from time to time, but I try to give a heads up about those, and the chat leans that way too. It's a laid-back environment. Everyone can feel comfortable and cozy, and relax, forget about the cares of the world, and just enjoy watching me suffer and struggle and cry my way through video games that are way too hard for me. I got past the lollipop of death. I did one time. I made it to the end. To my horror, then discovered I had to fight it, and it drained away a whole lot of my lives. But I did beat it, and I got to see a little bit of Stage 12. Welcome in, and thank you for the follow, my new friend. Very much appreciate having you come on board with us. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. And thank you. Thank you very much. Thought he was waking up. If I could ever master the Klinger Winger, I would want to do, you know, at least a 1-credit clear through this game. If I get to where I can consistently clear the Klinger Winger, you know, I think a 1cc of this game wouldn't be that hard. To do a deathless run would be a pleasant dream, but I think that would only be a dream. I think that might be out there. I could probably do the first 10 stages deathless, but you know, if I really buckled down and focused, there's a couple parts that I'm not good enough with yet that I know I'd still have to get down. Mostly the Stormtrooper guy on stage 8, he would be my biggest problem. Aside from him, I think I have the potential to get through everything else on a single life up to this stage. But to do that, and then to get here and lose it all, my heart couldn't take it. I can't believe you're beating the intense rat race as you speak, and it was a nightmare for me, Dynamite says. If rat race I don't find to be impossibly difficult. This stage I do. Things are about to get embarrassing in here. If you suffer from sympathetic embarrassment when you watch someone struggle and fail, you may be in for a hard time in the next couple minutes. It's the chill vibe and atmosphere that I like about your streams. Thank you, Greg. Thank you. That and your no spoilers policy. Thank you, Greg. Thank you. I really appreciate when people like that aspect of the project, because I know that some people don't. I know that some people really wish I was more open to spoilers and backseating, but I just can't do it. It's just not the way I like the two games. Here we go. A lot of people really struggle with Rat Race. A lot. It's a huge wall for people. I mean, I didn't clear it my first try, but I feel like I got it down within just a few tries. I don't think that one took me that much of a struggle. Yeaston, welcome in. Good to see you again. Thank you for joining us. Did you finally join the dark side of PC gaming, or is this console? This is console. This is console, Yeast. Real NES cartridge, real NES, real CRT television. That's how we operate most of the time. I hear that this stage is virtually unplayable in emulation. I've definitely got nothing against, you know, using emulation to play games. I'm kind of lucky. I've got a lot of physical retro stuff, and so I try to make use of it as often as I can. It's rough, it's rough. It's playable, just not fun. Takes practice. I mean, it's not really fun. It's not really fun for me on the old hardware. 1cc is surprisingly easy because of the amount of lives you build up. Trying to do the last level with only 4 lives you get after the continue sounds much harder. Well, see, Menon, that's probably the way I'm gonna have to do it. I haven't pulled him into the retro achievement life yet, Sark says. You know what, Sark? I would like to do some of that, but I think I would have to do them just myself, unofficially. I can beat the winger easy walking away, but I guess it's all about different skill sets, Dynamite says. Looking forward to Saturday, Angela says. Gonna continue Silent Hill 2, right on. Been using the Frownie method of not looking up spoilers. Always, I can always appreciate that for sure. I got close. There were 2 times I got really close to breaking on Silent Hill 2. I got stuck for a couple hours by 2 of the puzzles in that game. It didn't break me, but I got really close to it. Like it isn't virtually unplayable right now, Cal says. Yeah. I only use emulators for my YouTube videos, Greg says. No worries. You know, if that's what works for you, definitely the way to do it. Good luck. Thank you, Long. I'll watch back later. Appreciate that. Thank you for the good luck wishes. Have a safe trip getting the kids to school. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully I'll be lucky enough to see you again real soon. If you can beat it easy, that's pretty neat. I feel like there are a lot of parts of this game that people tell me that like they really struggled with for long periods of time that I made it through pretty quickly, and I'm definitely paying for it on this stage. All of the ease I had with parts that other people find hard has like compounded into a complete inability to master this stage. Ooh, bad start. Really bad start. How long I've been working on Battletoads? Since December. Since the end of December. I don't think we're gonna make it. Wake me up when December ends. I don't know the song, but I can appreciate the line. Doing bad, doing bad. For a game of this length, I've been working on it for a stunningly long time. I haven't been playing it every single night. I've been playing it about once or twice a week for most of that time. There was 1 week in February where I went on a grind and played it every night. And last week and this week, I've played it every night. But the rest of the time, it's been 1 or 2 sessions a week. And I did pretty well. I was doing it like to where I would typically see a new level, you know, every other night. I would be making it to a new level. And then I got to level 9, and it was a roadblock for me. I was stuck at level 9 for a couple weeks. And then level 10 wasn't that bad. And then level 11, I've been here for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. I've only cleared it once, and that was earlier tonight. Messed up that turn. Hey, welcome in, Raiders. Narblast, great to see you, my friend. How are you doing? What did you play? How did it go? Please fill me in. We're doing Battletoads. I beat the Klinger Winger. I've beaten it 1 time. As you can see, I'm back here again. So I did game over after I beat it. But I have beaten it once. I may never beat it again. We have to enjoy it. We're trying. This is the last Battletoads run of the night, and we're just to give you the heads up there. We are approaching the end of it probably, but we are going to finish this out. You know, gonna keep going until I don't have any more lives, and then after that, we're gonna play the lost levels on the Game Boy Color. It's gonna be terrible. This is my favorite stage of the game. I'll get out of here with that. I don't want to hear that. This stage is a nightmare. What are you saying? Learning 8 Master System games for a race in a couple of weeks. All right. I hope that's going along well. Hope your times are dropping quickly. And certainly best of luck with your race. If it wasn't for that 1-up right before the ducks on level 9, I don't know if I ever would have finished that level. Yeah, that 1-up is mandatory. That 1-up is so vital. That's why it's great. A mistake like 2 minutes ago could kill you. It's great. Oh. But the thing is, Nar, I make those mistakes constantly. It's the slowest death and you don't even know it. Oh yeah, I know it. I always know I'm gonna die. It's over. It's all over. No, I've beaten this level one time, but only once. And it was all luck, as you can see. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no skill or wisdom. I have only luck to rely on. And it has abandoned me. Klinger Winger is a visual representation of what happens in a Friday the 13th movie. No matter how fast you run, Jason can always walk faster. Yeah, it certainly feels like that. I'd really like to try out some Master System games at some point. I know basically nothing about it. But I saw that that Zelda clone game that's on the Master System. Someone was playing that one night when we raided. I think that was Thrifty Anvil was playing that. It's a long while back, so it might not be correct, but it looked like a lot of fun. Golden Axe Warrior, yeah. If you want a decent list, I could send you some games to try. Well, I'd certainly appreciate it, but I don't really have any plans to get around to them within a timely manner at all. So it probably wouldn't do me a whole lot of good just yet. That's something I think of for like further down the road. It really doesn't matter if I clear it at this point, because there's no way that I'm gonna defeat the boss, you know, with that. There's no way I'm gonna defeat the boss with no lives, so... This is really practice for practice sake. Mission accomplished. Spirits broken. Thank you, Dynamite. I'll try and keep that in mind. That's kind of a... I know what you mean, but it's kind of a weird thing to think about. To react to something before it happens. No, I'm falling apart. Ah. I was so happy to make it so far, and then I just fell apart. I don't know that last part nearly as well as I know some of the other areas. Ah, it's a shame. For the sake of clarity, for those who may not have been here, Dynamite wasn't breaking the rules. They're just thin. I've been stuck on this level for so long, for so very long, that I have relaxed the blind policy for this level and this level only. So while I may not be willing or able to implement advice regarding this level, I have developed a willingness to accept reading it. And for those who and again, for those who may not know, it has been suggested to me I could cheat the level by pausing in the corners, but I have stubbornly refused to do that. No, you're fine. That's what I was saying. You're fine, Dynamite. I was just saying that for the benefit of people who aren't as familiar with the stream, so they didn't think you were breaking the rules. Thank you for the wheel, Master Tuesday, while we're taking a break here. This wheel has a lot of spicy foods on it. I'm going to spin and take a sample of whatever it lands on. They're not, like, mind-destroyingly spicy. Some of them are quite mild, but some of them have a kick. And we'll just enjoy what we get. We landed on another new sauce. We just landed on a new one last spin, and now... Alright, so this is the hottest thing. I don't know, that last sauce I got disappointed me. This is a habanero pepper sauce. It's called a Belizean Heat by Marie Sharp. Label looks kind of like this if you'd like to have a look. Now, I want to say this is the hottest thing I've ever had on the wheel, but I don't know, because I thought the last sauce that we had was going to be devastating, and it actually turned out to be kind of wimpy, so I don't want to build this one up too much. Belize does it, Gonga says. It says on the side of the bottle, though, it says, warning, heat level, XXXX. Must be strong to handle this sauce. Like, that's a lot of hype, though. And again, I was so let down by the previous one. I'll make sure I shake it very well. Yeah, Minin on Klingerwinger and Klingerwinger only. Yes, you can give me a tip, but I have to tell you, I may not be willing or able to do what you advise me, but I am willing to hear it. And if your tip is to pause, I already know about that. I've already refused to do that. That feels too much like cheating for me. Put the controller on the table and try to use one finger for each direction. That sounds risky to try. I'm typically not as good with my fingers as I am with my thumbs. It might be worth a try, but... Good way to lose a finger, Conga says. We gotta, once again, remove the no fun cap. That one didn't go into the trash either. I don't know where that one went. I've got to go find 2 of those now after the stream. This, yeah, I need to shake it a little bit more. Well, there's a bunch like clogging the opening. I may end up spilling hot sauce all over myself. Which I guess would be exciting in its own way. It's never gonna come out. There we go. Maybe. It's such a thick sauce. It's gonna... I'm worried that it's gonna just, it's gonna suddenly just spill everywhere when it comes out. Well, I really don't want that mess on my hands. This is ridiculous. I haven't played that many D-pad games or platformers, so I struggled with changing directions quickly and precisely enough with just the thumb. I mean, I can get, like, especially, like, if you use a keyboard a lot, I definitely can see how and why that would help. But the thing is, I only play games with controller, so I'm really only used to using my thumbs. Whoa, alright, here, finally, after all that. There we go. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's quite as hot as advertised. I do think it's probably the hottest sauce that I've had on the stream yet. I can feel this. I can feel this one in my sinuses a lot. My nose is going to be running pretty badly, I think. But it's not as devastating as that label makes it sound. Once again, I'm actually underwhelmed. This brand, this Marie Sharp's brand, is a lot of hype. Not a lot of delivery. I mean, I'm definitely burning. But I don't know. I was expecting so much more. You know it's gonna be hot when it's salsa. Oops, I say, while getting Frownie to eat the hottest sauce. It really isn't that bad, though, Tuesday. I think I'm being let down. He's disappointed he doesn't have blisters. I mean, I really don't know what the... I really don't know how it's supposed to be different. Unlike the other ones, red peppers are actually the... red habanero peppers are actually the first ingredient on both of these, actually. Habanero peppers, vinegar, carrots, sea salt, onions, tomato puree, lime juice, garlic, capsicum, and spices. Yeah, it's not... Yeah. Well, you don't know until you try it, I guess. Now I know. It's not... It's all talk and no burn. Just jump the shark and eat a raw ghost pepper. I'm not that powerful, Tuesday. Some really bad corners right there. Battletoads, why are you like this? Victory, but can I beat the wheel? Let's not hold our breath. I'm really bad at this fight. No, it got up. No, run! What are you doing, Battletoad? Let's go. We get to see the last level one more time. Once might be luck, but twice is a pattern. On my last life, I don't know, Conga. I'm calling luck all over again. It must feel so good to punch that thing. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're back here again. Again, this is new level. All of the no backseating and no spoilers are 100% in effect on this level. They are lowered for the last one, but only for that one. I probably won't make it through, but it's good to have another chance to see and learn a little bit about this level. Let's see how much I remember from the last time, if anything. I remember that the checkpoints are, well, so far I think I've only encountered one checkpoint, but it's 100 miles up the tower. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the trampolines from Donkey Kong. Oh, I'm on my last life, so a checkpoint doesn't even really matter. We have continues, so the practice is good. Not gonna waste a life or anything like that. Not on purpose. I'm very good at accidentally wasting lives. I always forget about that. I think I'm gonna die just short of earning a life, too. That's a shame. We got one! No! I didn't mean to run! Double tap to run may be my least favorite, like, control convention in all of video gaming. Like, on a beat-em-up stage, sure. I mean, it's fine. On a platforming stage, oh, I hate it so much. I don't have the self-control required for double tap to run. Rude. All the way back down at the bottom. Look at how high you have to climb for a checkpoint. It's wild. All my health was basically stolen by that one spike, though. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I spent too much time trying to go under that thing. You can jump over it so much easier. I don't know why I'm so bad at the timing for that. Kirby Rhino. The red rhino is actually easier than the yellow rhino. It's weird that he's so much further up. Oh, because he kills you in one hit. Alright, so he's easier in a way, but he does kill you in one hit. I didn't think about that. Every time I've done this, where I've stopped these guys like this, I have died by running into one of their poison droplets. I'm my own worst enemy here, and it's all because of the, like, wanting to make subtle corrections to my position and killing myself with the double tap to run. Why does that green guy have so much health? Oh my goodness. I've got to be heading off to bed. Good luck with this uncharted territory. A heads up, I'll be traveling, this time for my sister's wedding rather than work, so I won't see y'all until Tuesday. I'll have a great weekend, cows. Travel safely. Have a wonderful time at the wedding. wish your sister and her spouse to be all the best. Thank you for being here, Cows. Have a great time. We'll look for you Tuesday. This is uncharted territory, by the way. I've made it up here to that green guy, but I don't think I ever defeated him. So this spring here is a new PB. Ah! Uh-oh. Ah, no! Oh, far back again. I didn't trust that yellow platform. Ugh. I was worried it was gonna fall or be bouncy or just anything. I was too scared to stay on it. I thought it might be double gimmicked. Boy, that was a lot to lose. That does really hurt. No! I didn't know it could turn around after we stopped it. How is that game over? I did not burn through that many continues that fast. Did I? I guess I did. Oh, that hurts, my friends. I was not ready for game over. Well, that's Battletoads for tonight. I definitely appreciate you sticking with me. Thank you for being here to celebrate a Battletoads victory. We cleared the Klingerwinger twice. My confidence has not grown by a single molecule. We will play Battletoads again tomorrow night. It'll be our first part of the stream. Could possibly be the only thing that we do tomorrow night, depending on how it goes. If I make it back to stage 12 on every run, I may just keep doing runs. So definitely Battletoads tomorrow night. The thought is we may also do some Contra, but don't cancel any plans, hoping to catch Contra on tomorrow night's stream. Because that may not happen. It may just be all Battletoads all the way down. I am going to change consoles. We're going to move over to the GameCube. We're actually going to play a Game Boy Color game. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. I started it a while back. I have the lost levels to finish in that game. So that's what we're going to try and do now. I'm going to try and play through the lost levels. And I'd really love to make it through in one sitting, because it's not my favorite game, and the Game Boy Color interpretation is guaranteed to be boundlessly jank. So come along. Stand by just a moment. I'll switch things over and we can see how that goes. I had to get up 3 hours earlier than usual, I'm afraid. Oh. Yeah, we're not ending yet Tuesday. Just gonna switch over. Be right back with you, my friends.